damage from long. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Edwards can't hit.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Now here's Sexton. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Pass to Lee. 5 to shoot. With the drive from 11 feet away, and he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Slim, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Utah's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Right side, Sexton. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Minnesota's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Slim misses.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Pass to Sexton. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball.
You haven't won anything, MB. Act like you've been there before.
Here's Lee. He's got 5. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Slim. And the 3 off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The T-Wolves on top, leading by a point. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year. And folks, you know Kenny was a dunker. Let's shift focus back to the Utah Jazz, who find little separation after one half of play.
We give a lot of love to the stars, but tonight it's been about the bench. The second unit has been carrying them offensively.
Finding some favorable matchups, no doubt. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And Utah has possession. They trail by 1. So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Anthony Edwards, then it's Jalen Noel, and it's Slim in at the point.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Here's Conley. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Conley's got 9.
What about the handles of Mike Conley just straight up toying with the D?
Oh, they get a hand on it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Utah has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. It's knocked loose and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
That kind of mistake, coach is going to be on him about that one.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Slim. He buries it from 3. 28 points for him. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Right side Olynyk. For 3, Bridges. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Down low. Here's Slim. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Vanderbilt, a pass to Conley. Here's Sexton from outside the arc. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's... All right, the Jazz making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Here's Slim. 30 points in the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled.
What? Come on, ref. That's a soft foul.
That one's off.
For Utah, new ownership taking over in 2020. In addition to that group, NBA legend D-Wade. Great to see an ex-player get a piece of the pie.
He hits the second from the line. Well, like D-Wade in Utah, Smith, do you think there'll be more former players getting some equity in teams?
BA, absolutely. I think it'd be great for the game. That's one of the biggest pieces of the equality puzzle, having more owners with different backgrounds and experiences.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Picked his pocket, and they're on the break. He launches a 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And here's Conley. He's got 9. From deep. Rebounded by Gay. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Timeout called, the Jazz.
And in trading for Rudy...
Markkanen's checked in for Olynyk. Anderson comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Lee in for Mike Conley. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Russell is checked in. That one rolls around and rims out.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
And it's Gay with the miss. Utah's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. It's Bridges on the wing, looking to end the run. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
This is when they need it the most, so they're so close to evening this game up.
Slim. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot it.
shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Bridges finds Markkanen. Bridges against Russell. To the inside. And Markkanen with the stuff.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Slim. Back to Reed. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Sexton's checked in for Utah. The Timberwolves also with a sub. McDaniels is checked in for Gay. Prince connects from downtown. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Markkanen from long range. And no good.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Out to the right wing. Here's Slim. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And now it's a 9-point Minnesota lead. Utah has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Horton Tucker, guarded by Russell.
These calls can be so difficult.
15 seconds left in the third quarter here. 6 to shoot to the middle. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Sexton. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Slim. It's stolen away. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking off it. He's checked in for Utah. And Utah calls time here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. He's been really discouraged by their effort. He said, quote, "It's about want to, fighting through the adversity. Look at yourselves and ask, quote, what can I do to help us win?" He's laying down the challenge.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Sexton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Utah right now. Takes it inside. Stolen by Conley. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Sexton. Blocked.
Surprisingly, it's really fallen apart for him here in the second half. And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Slim. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
I just hate seeing this, but no need to jump the gun. Let's see what it turns out to be.
The Jazz making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Pass to Conley. Screen by Bridges. Shot to end the cold streak. And another miss by Utah. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Flash in the paint.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the inside. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Slim. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Slim. He's guarded by Conley. Inside, Noel. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And he stays with it. Back to Horton Tucker. Pass to Conley. Another shot. And again, it's Utah.
And Mike Conley can do this now. He can play off the ball and punish the defense for giving him space. I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Here's Slim. He's guarded by Conley. Now here's Towns. Pass to Noel. Shot clock at 5. Takes one from 10 feet. Tries again. Slim with a bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Timberwolves.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And you have to like how they played this year. 55 wins in total.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Slim.
When it comes to protecting the rim, there are numerous ways to do that. The most exciting of those, just send shots back. And that's what he did tonight in volume.
Pass to Noel, to the paint. Knocks it loose.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
And so it's Minnesota.
Welcome back to Callaway's Court, where we are down to our final 2 designers. So, Matt Schaefer, tell me about the inspiration for your outfit.
I was inspired by 90s streetwear, specifically the Chicago house scene. We're talking Frankie Knuckles, gold chains, Jordans, and black tees.
I love it. You know, I spent a few weekends at the factory myself back in the day.
No doubt.
No doubt indeed. Okay, Alex Swin, now tell me about your inspiration for your design. A very different take on streetwear, yes?
Yeah. So I went for bold. Bold, in-your-face graphics, like a collage of cultural influence from BMW to the punk and hardcore scenes where I grew up. All of my designs come with a zine.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You know, I really appreciate the manic intellectual quality to your work. It's as if you squeeze the entire internet onto a t-shirt.
I mean, that's entirely what I was going for, Professor Shields. I mean, that's crazy. It's amazing for me because I was just waiting for people to design clothes that I wanted to wear, and finally I was just like, you know what, I'm going to make them myself. So
wonderful. Well, now it's time to hear what our judges think. So, MP, which one of these 2 outfits would you wear?
Okay, for starts, the 2 of you are very talented designers, so... No, that actually makes sense, because Shep's idea of high fashion is changing his... Listen, Shep, I know this might pain you to hear this, but...
Both designs are incredible, but I'm gonna have to choose Matt.
Great.
I should have known y'all would stick together. Whack minds think alike.
Oh. Having worked with both of y'all, I'm
I'll give you credit.
For what?
What you been doing with Audrey? It's cool, man.
You were so good on Callaway's court. I love...
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
And Slim picks up the foul. Follow the game. Now here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's Slim. That shot off the mark. And Memphis the other way now. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Inside, Bembry the pass to Morant. The layup missed.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And here is Brooks after the three-pointer from Slim. Brooks feeling it out a bit. There's the three. Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Slim, good. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And here's Morant. Following the three from Slim. It's deflected. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Slim, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Lobbed up there for Clark. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a...
Got a lot of work to do still. This lead doesn't mean much.
Ja Morant, I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Slim passes to Gobert. To the paint, here's Slim. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now here's Jones. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Slim.
Oh, wow. Yes! And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gobert brings the double team. Shot clock at 6. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now Minnesota on the fast break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Outside Jackson. Stolen away. And here comes the break. Here's Slim, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gay comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Russell in for Noel. Jones from outside. It's hauled in by Gay.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Slim. Kicks it out to Gay. Russell from long range. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here is Slim. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he converts the layup. Slim's got 21.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense.
Teams will make substitutions. Timeout called, first of the game, Minnesota. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Bembry in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And you look at Anthony Edwards, and GA, he is becoming the leader of this Timberwolves team, isn't he?
I think he is. I mean, partly it's his production with his numbers up across the board, but it's also his personality. He plays with tremendous swagger.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against the Jazz was all business. He contributed 51 points and got there the usual way, an impressive barrage of three-pointers. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Chandler, the pass to Bembry. Back to Chandler to halt the run. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
They have been board dominant in this game.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the... And 1:01 left in the first half. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Brooks. Jones has got his first points of the game. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Slim, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And Slim picks up the foul. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Jackson. Knocked away. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From past the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Help me out! Get outside.
Kicks it out to Jones. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 5 seconds left in the first half. With 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there.
I like Morant's workmanlike approach on D. He finds...
And so it's Minnesota holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. Before we get into tonight's game, we will be breaking...
You know, for the Grizzlies, they have...
Switching focus now, a tremendous showing. Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Slim, and it's Noel in at the 2. Here is Slim. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Slim's got 34 points. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is.
Bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Here's Slim. That 3 off the mark. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Bembry. 6 to shoot. Jackson with the screen. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert.
I can't even watch
score
this
over
right
him.
now.
He's able to get all over that shot.
Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Taurean Prince comes in for Edwards. And it's Russell in for Noel. Chandler's shot, good.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Slim. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Slim's got 39.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Floats it up there for Morant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Slim, and hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
And get a load of that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
That's a foul. Thanks, ref. One shot.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here is Slim, and he's got 41. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
They've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And they get it back. Williams, and they're able to recover.
And got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Prince outside. Pass to Slim. Back to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. Three-pointer. And he drills it. Beautiful release there from Slim. Slim's got 46 points. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Williams sets a screen for Chandler. Again, the miss by Chandler.
And he does it right in his face. This is how you answer a three with a three. Just merciless.
Morant with the steal. Floats it up for Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Here is Slim. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Gay, that's good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion. At halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Chandler right side. The feed to Jackson. Drops in the layup for two.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Here is Slim. The pass to Prince. From deep three-point range. And so it's Minnesota.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
Let's go!
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. There's the pick. Morant with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
They've got Ja Morant. He's out there with Jones. Brooks is out there with Jackson. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here is Slim, guarded by Morant. Passes it to Forbes. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reed. Makes it off the glass. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Can't cash in from close range. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 15-5 run here. Here's Slim. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's Morant. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever.
Hey, do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's. 4 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Slim.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Back to Chandler. Can they get it? Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Here's Slim. Here he goes. Count that bucket. Slim's got 58.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Back to Chandler. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Slim. For 3. He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.